Hello and welcome to the first episode of Wait, Pause It, the show about men's and women's perspectives on movies that are traditionally guy movies and chick flicks. So I'm
quote,
one of your
unquote.
Quote unquote. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Bobby Joe.
And we are excited to have you here with us talking about all of these movies that are, traditionally action movies or chick flicks.
Well, just the stuff that we grew up in the 70s and 80s watching through the eyes of, what are we called? Gen Xers?
We're Gen Xers, yeah.
So from the eyes of Gen Xers, basically, what we watched when we were kids and how we interpreted that to now rewatching it as 50-year-olds.
Right.
Thinking, wow.
Yeah, things we didn't think about before.
Just like this morning, we were talking about
Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah. Garrett, how did you think of the song? Let's Get Physical?
We were watching something.
No, you came back into the room and you were like, oh my God, I was thinking about Let's Get Physical.
But anyway, the point is, Bobby Joe did not get the subtle subtext of the lyrics to Let's Get Physical.
Okay, so until last night, last night.
Uh-huh.
Until last night, I thought the song Let's Get Physical was basically a song about, and I think I was just taking a literal translation of the video.
The music video.
Yeah, because I thought it was about sexy flirting at the gym. Like, I don't know why that was like the main focus of, oh yeah, that's what that song's about. That it was about people flirting at the gym like they wanted to get it on or whatever, But I guess in my little mind, I didn't realize it.
In your country mouse, good girl going to church world, Olivia Newton-John could never have a libido.
No, absolutely not. But, it was just like, I loved Grease, the movie Grease.
Yeah.
I loved it as a kid. I have
Me too.
so many wonderful memories with my best friend Tracy. And
30% of that movie went over
But I
our
did
heads.
not know until my son, who was, I don't know, 9 or 10, we were watching it for, God, I don't know how many times, like the 50th time. And then we were watching that scene of the car.
Grease Lightning.
Mm-hmm. And I was singing, and Matthew and I were singing it like we always did. And it struck me that they were talking about sex. And I was like, oh my God! Like Phoebe, oh my God!
Right, because you mean the lyric, getting lots of tit with grease lightning, wasn't a clue?
I had no idea that's what it was about. And from that point on, I never allowed Matt to watch it again. And he's 32 to this day, and he's like, Mom, remember when you made me stop watching Grease when I was almost an adult? When you realized it was about sex? So that's how I felt last night.
Yes.
When you made me realize that Let's Get Physical, the song by Olivia Newton-John, was actually about sex, not sexy flirting at the gym.
Right. So, speaking of sex and sexy, we have watched the entire James Bond series from Dr. No all the way to this latest one, No Time to Die. So my first question is...
Which I think is my favorite, by the way.
It was
Yes.
It was excellent.
I cried.
Ending.
Oh, my heart broke. Oh, what is it called? What do we have to say? Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Alert. James goes out a hero.
I have so many thoughts, but my heart was broken. But I was happy. But you know, he should have gotten to be happy, you know.
Oh, but that's
He
the
should have.
British sacrifice.
I know, but he had a baby and she was so cute.
Of course. Have you seen her parents?
Yeah. That's why I think they shouldn't have killed him. Spoiler alert. Or previous to that.
So we may or may not circle all the way around back to that. But let me ask you this. Do you remember all of the actors who had...
The 21st night of September. Okay,
Sorry.
go. Sorry.
It was our wedding theme. Anyway.
It's our wedding date.
Right.
And our wedding song.
Can you remember all of the actors who have played James Bond?
Nope.
Okay, let's see if we can walk through them together.
Wait, I know which one is my least favorite.
Well, you know who the number one is.
dimple.
You know who's first. The first James Bond.
Yeah, but who is that one that I don't like? The one with the butt dimple. I think it was from the 80s.
He is. And you know what? I can't remember his name right now because he only did 2 James Bonds.
Timothy Dalton.
Dalton. Look at you. You little trivia monster.
I knew something.
You know some things.
I know some things.
So,
I know a guy.
But do you know who the first James Bond is? Come on.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. So then from Sean Connery.
Wait, no.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Dr. No is the first official James Bond movie.
Who was that guy? That one guy?
Remember whenever Connery quit?
Yeah.
That was George Lazenby.
Oh, okay.
Who
yes.
did that one?
Okay. Yes. The one-off guy.
He was the one-off guy.
The one-off.
Because
yes.
then Connery came back and did one more.
Yes.
And then we got
hound dog.
Mr.
What's his name?
How can I not remember his name? I am a bad, bad fan.
Wait.
Boy, I'm going to do some
Connery,
editing.
George Lazenby, Sean Connery.
George Lazenby.
Then that goes to the 70s.
Mr. Roger Moore.
Roger Moore. Yes.
Who set the record for making the most Bond movies. He was Bond.
Yeah.
From 1973 to 1985.
Yeah.
So then we have Timothy Dalton, the one you don't like.
The one I do not like. He has a butt for a face.
And then, of course, it's Mr. Pierce Brosnan.
Which I had no idea. That's what brought us down this
rabbit hole. This show is a direct, I'm going to say, reflection of a conversation that we had.
Yes.
Because I was sitting watching, just enjoying myself watching GoldenEye. I'm watching GoldenEye, loving it, loving every minute of it. And
loving every minute of it.
And then someone sat down and asked a question, which was,
why is Remington Steele talking to M?
And I looked at her with the most confused and incredulous look my face could possibly express and said, what?
And I was like, what is Remington Steele doing talking to M? And I don't know why. I don't know why I said that. I just, because you have to understand, I don't know. Oh, this is another portion of why this whole thing exists. Because I don't know a lot of 90s and 2000s
pop
culture, anything. So living with Garrett, knowing Garrett, talking to Garrett, we have these conversations all the time because, you know, he knows
You're catching up.
Yeah, I'm catching up. It's like I was in prison or something. I don't know.
Oh, the prison of motherhood.
The prison of Christianity. Like, you know, I was listening to Christian rock, you know, because I didn't want my baby to grow up. Yeah. Although, ironically enough, I did make him listen to all of my classic rock in place of 90s and 2000s rap and stuff.
Right.
Like, that was any better.
Oh, so to finish that story, I said, what are you talking about? He's playing James Bond. This is GoldenEye. He's James Bond.
And I was like, what? Remington Steele was James Bond?
Yeah, for 4 movies.
I was like, holy shit. I had no idea. So then he got an anniversary set from his dad when his dad passed. And it was all of the James Bond movies up to that point.
On Blu-ray.
On Blu-ray without, what was the one that had just come out?
Spectre.
Spectre. Yeah, so Spectre had just come out after that set came out. So we had bought Spectre. So we started from the very beginning and all the way through Spectre. And then by the time we finished Spectre, this one came out.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. So that was like, it just kind of coincided with us finishing it. So it worked out really well. But all of that to say is those are the rabbit holes we go down when Garrett and I talk.
Watch movies.
Yeah.
So the idea is we're going to take you down the rabbit hole with us when we watch things. So we'll do 1 movie per episode, and we'll make that film either an action or a guy flick. Traditional guy flick.
What is it called? Traditional
action flick.
No, what is it called nowadays?
Mantertainment?
No, the right word to say cisgender? Is that right?
No, I mean, initially, the initial idea was to either talking about like action flicks or chick flicks.
Right, but
so what are traditionally male entertainment and traditionally female entertainment?
Yeah,
right.
And then looking at it through
each other's perspective,
50-year-old's lens,
right,
compared to when we first saw it.
Well, and male and female,
right.
Okay, we're doing this now.
All the while.
Meanwhile, in the studio,
we have pound cake. Okay.
So that's Mr. Dalton, Mr. Brosnan, and that brings us to Mr. Craig.
Oh my!
Oh
my God! His legs are glorious in that last movie when he's coming out of the water in his little bungalow. Fuck, that man is good looking. I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I think we're going to know the answer to this question, but who is your favorite James Bond?
Sean Connery.
I knew I loved you for a reason. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he made the mold.
Yeah. He's just suave and sexy, and he cannot be a fucking spy for shit.
You mean the most obvious man in the room?
Yes, because everybody knows what the fuck he's drinking. Like, everybody. Like for a spy. Jesus Christ. You could get killed every fucking where you go because they know you're going to order a fucking martini.
Shaken.
Not stirred.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and also because he uses his real fucking name everywhere
and they know his face, and they know he likes to fuck. And so, I mean, all they have to do is put some woman on a bed with the martini and a knife under the bed. He won't see it coming.
Oh, so what are we saying that Spectre is Wile E. Coyote and that Sean Connery is the Roadrunner? Like, all they have to do is put out a simple trap, but they use elaborate traps to try to trap James Bond, who every time gets away.
Right. I mean, I don't even know if I would call it Wile E. Coyote. I mean, that shit is just like, we've watched how many fucking movies where all somebody has to do is leave a martini unattended? And that motherfucker is going to pick it up so he can hit on some woman?
I mean, yeah.
He could be out in, like, the first scene. And somehow, they have figured out a way to make us watch the same situation. How many times now?
How many films?
15?
Like over 20. Like 25.
25? Yeah.
It's over 25 movies.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So who's your least favorite James Bond?
Timothy Dalton.
But why?
Because of his butt face.
So the chin is not doing it for you.
The chin, the body hair. Ugh. It's like, I don't know. You know how I am. I judge people.
Yeah.
I'm so judgmental. Especially when it comes to men. So judgmental. Like, I easily am turned off by visual stuff. So I'm very shallow that way. I do know that. But, like, he looks like he would be stinky. Like, you know how I don't like Antonio Banderas?
Yeah.
Because of his long, greasy hair. I just think he must be, like, greasy and dirty. And, not, like, because he's him, but because I don't like long hair. I don't like...
Or you don't like men with long hair.
I probably shouldn't be saying this. You should probably delete this because I sound incredibly racist.
I mean, that's a little hard whenever you're also Hispanic.
Well, I know that.
Commenting on another Hispanic.
Yeah, I know,
person.
but it's just because I'm really judgmental. I'm not I'm not necessarily... No. Am I racist? I don't know. I think I'm racist. But aren't we all a little racist?
To some degree, I'm sure.
Yeah. No.
What's your favorite James Bond movie?
The last one. I told you.
Yeah?
Yes.
Out of the entire
series. I loved it because there was no sexual harassment. There was no misogyny. The women were empowered. I loved it because he wasn't trying to fuck anybody. He wasn't trying to sexually assault anyone. He wasn't trying to automatically assume that he has rights and entitlement to whatever woman is near him to shove his tongue down her throat. So the last one is my favorite. And because his daughter was so cute, I just hate that he couldn't, like, he finally figured out how not to be a dick. And then he was denied for all his previous transgressions. Boom.
Wow.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
I know.
I get it. Like, I'm kind of glad that, yeah, he finally fixed his shit, but did he really deserve to be happily ever after all the raping and the pillaging of women he's done over the 25 years?
And the espionaging and the...
What
and the
espionaging?
He never
espionaged. He always just got his ass out of trouble. That's all he ever did.
And saved the world at the same time.
No.
Yes.
What espionaging did he do?
I mean...
It was only because everybody wanted to fucking kill James Bond. Did any of this happen?
So you're saying that all of the situations James Bond found himself in were of his own making?
He could have quit a long time ago.
Yeah.
Or
what fun would that be?
Or he could have been a better spy and kept his identity hidden. Wouldn't it have been better if there were 25 movies of us going, how the fuck did they know it was him?
What is he, fucking Clark Kent?
I don't know.
You know?
But he's supposed to be the best goddamn spy that England's got. And everybody knows who he is.
But maybe
that's like sending fucking Keenan from Saturday Night Live to do something undercover. Everybody knows him.
Right.
Everybody.
But think about this. He's 007. That means there's, 9 of them total? So there's 8 other agents. What if he's just a big distraction? And the rest of the spies are doing shit.
Don't try to be meta.
Because
no,
they're all focused on him.
No. He's just, no.
But he does save the world every time.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
It's always because he slept with someone. Because he put himself in a vulnerable state.
But what fun would an international man of mystery be?
But he causes so much chaos and damage all around the fucking world. Why has nobody put a fucking boot on him and tied his ass down?
You mean like
Thor?
Like Thor?
Yeah.
Are we going to mix the MCU and James Bond now?
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
I mean, I'm not opposed to this.
No. I'm not trying to mix nothing.
Okay.
I was just making an example. Like, you know how nobody could get Thor's Mew Mew? What's its name?
The hammer.
What's its name?
Mjolnir.
Yeah. Mew Mew. Mew Mew. What's her name?
Darcy.
Darcy, yes, I love that. Mew Mew. Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what she called it. That's
Mew
what she
Mew?
called it.
Mew
Because she
Mew.
couldn't pronounce
Yeah.
it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, go.
What is your favorite James Bond gadget? Oh, you know what? We'll circle back to that. My favorite Bond film is, I gotta go with You Only Live Twice. The one where they think, like, everybody thinks he's dead, and then he goes to Japan because they're shooting
that was the worst. Oh my
No.
God. It was so racially insensitive.
So that's part of the fun of watching it now. It's like, this is what yellow face means. Oh, that wasn't cool, but I mean, it's got Donald frickin' Pleasance in a frickin' volcano.
I didn't care for that one so much. And what's the one with Jaws? I never liked that movie. I remember watching that movie when I was little, and his teeth fucked me up.
Well, my cousin Eric and I would play James Bond.
With tinfoil?
And I got to be James Bond because Eric was bigger than me and had braces. So he was Jaws. And I got to play James Bond.
Oh, like you did for prom?
Yeah.
I have the cutest pictures of Garrett when he went to prom. He was so handsome.
But I wanted to be super classy, so I got a white Bill Blast dinner jacket, black tie, white shirt, black trousers.
My handsome boy.
And the most 80s hair and big glasses, looking nothing like James Bond.
Oh, he did. He did.
I looked like what Napoleon Dynamite trying to do an impression of James Bond would have looked like.
He was so handsome. I don't know.
I'm not saying I wasn't pretty.
He was very handsome when he was younger. And now he's older handsome.
Oh.
You are.
What is your favorite James Bond gadget?
I would have to say, what is my favorite gadget?
There's many to choose from.
I know.
He's had a lot of good toys.
I know. What is a good gadget? I have all these, like, remember when he did the mouth thing so he could dive?
Mm-hmm.
That little, all of a
the
sudden,
little rebreather?
Yeah. Or his watch where he, when Javier Bardem had him, and he was tied to the chair, and he had his watch. Remember?
Cut through the. No, wait.
No, what did his watch do? His watch did something. I can't remember, but it was a really pretty watch. What is that? Oh,
The drain.
the train. What else?
Well, that would have been an. Oh, what is
Omega.
Omega? I was just going to say, so what does James Bond wear in a watch? An Omega. So you think one of his watches is your favorite?
No, not maybe one of his watches. I don't know. He just had so many cool things.
My favorite.
Oh wait, no, the car from the last one. Remember where were they, in Rome or whatever? When he
and he had the machine guns behind the headlight. Well, that's the old DB5. That car was the Connery.
That car.
That was the car Connery had.
Yes.
And he had a trick that, remember, in
Yes.
Goldfinger?
Yes.
So it's that car.
Yes.
Just updated.
Yeah, because he was there to see her.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Spoiler alert. I should have said that before we said all of that. Sorry. I forget how to do stuff.
I'm going to say this show is a little late to the party for spoilers.
Right. Okay, go. Oh, no, I think we warned him in advance.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we can always cut it out.
Right.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing is the car from The Spy Who Loved Me. The submarine car.
Oh.
I was just like, that blew my mind when I saw that movie in a theater. I was just like, what?
Which one was the one where they were in a capsule that landed on Earth and they were in the water having sex in the capsule that came back? I think it was a Roger Moore one.
You mean Moonraker, where they were on the space shuttle?
Maybe.
It's still in space and they had the...
Was that? No.
Yes. They were floating around having sex.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was Moonraker.
Moonraker, yeah. Yeah, that was funny. He was a whore.
Roger Moore was a hoe?
No, James Bond was.
Well, yeah.
Every iteration of him was.
So what questions do you have about James Bond? Like, what are your thoughts or questions for me about it? From your perspective, what question would you have for me?
So from my perspective as a woman watching this, as an adult, remembering some of the movies from my youth, in the context of today's eyes and politically correctness and, social understandings, how do you feel about how that shaped your youth and your your understanding of manliness?
Did you see my prom outfit?
Do you think that watching it now and seeing all of those obvious and overt misogynistic...
Oh, now it's cringy to watch.
Yeah, do you think, oh man,
right.
I remember, things like that happening, or now you look at it and you're like re-examining what little scenarios in your head you remember.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, oh, wow, now I'm seeing that in a totally different...
Mm-hmm. I think I've said that when we were watching the movies, especially like the early ones. And I would say like, hey, remember when it was okay to do that? Like,
yeah.
In society, it was just like, yeah, nobody batted an eye that you
forcibly pushed yourself on a woman to have sex.
Or, just...
Or you hired these women, but they were all scantily clad scientists,
right.
Or whatever.
Right.
I will give it to him. Okay, so the one thing that I have always said ever since rewatching the what is this called? The
series?
Yeah. No, I think you would call it something else. Franchise.
Oh, okay.
Franchise. Yes. From watching the franchise. Wait, where was I going? What was I saying?
I got no life preserver for you.
I was saying something. Oh, okay. I remember. The one thing I will say about the franchise is that even in its failure, it tried. Am I saying that right? I think I might be saying it opposite. But where they did have women, that the women were the security, or the women were the scientists, or the women were the pilots, or the women were the, captains of whatever the vessel was. It was innovative, I guess, because it's giving that appearance that women could do something more than just be sexy.
Right.
But even in that, getting it right, they got it wrong. Because then all these women are dressed in bikinis, and,
Right.
then he automatically assumes he's going to fuck them.
Or like the female pilots in Goldfinger,
yes,
who are led by Pussy Galore.
Right. And the names and
all of the women are pilots, which is like, female aviators.
Yes,
but then of course you've got to have your vagina captain leading the patrol.
Right. and boobs out, butt out.
Right.
And
even so the other one that really sticks out was from Moonraker, Dr. Holly Goodhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, look, she's a super smart scientist. Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
like, what's the one where, what's her name? The redhead in the bikini with Sean Connery, and they're running through the jungle. Is it Raquel Welch? No, not Raquel.
Ursula Andress?
Ursula Andress. That's one.
That's the first movie.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one, where she's this. What is she? A scientist or what?
No.
What is she?
She's just a shell collector. Like, she gathers them up and goes and sells them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but like the entire fucking movie, she's in that goddamn bikini. Like, give her some clothes.
Then
when a shirt.
Look, they scrubbed her down
shirt.
From all of her radioactivity
Whatever.
exposure, and then gave her a shirt
Yeah.
and a rope. They both had a very, very nice rope.
Yeah. Anyway, I just that's okay. So that was my whole point. I think was I think that as a franchise, yay that you finally. Yeah, I mean, it was just a character. It's just a made up world. But looking back on it, you have, you see it through a different lens, looking at it nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
and realizing all of the things that were going on were being signed off on, by everybody, because that was the norm.
Right.
And nobody said anything. And
it kind of reflected society.
Right.
Like, oh, this was acceptable behavior.
Yeah.
Until, and I will say, once they got to Brosnan, it started to slack off on that. One, because M was now a woman.
Oh, yes. Yes.
That was number one.
Mm-hmm.
And two, by the 90s, it just wasn't cool to be full of misogyny. Like, not that it wasn't still out there.
Oh, yeah.
But
sure.
but the 90s was vastly different from the 60s and 70s.
Or the 80s.
Because you started having... the 90s was the real building of corporate culture and professionalism.
Yeah, because women were just going into...
really blowing up in the workforce.
In the 80s.
Right.
And then women were finally, 9 to 5?
Right.
Working 9 to 5. Yeah. We rewatched that. Oh my God, we should watch... Oh my God, no, we can't do this because I don't want it to be all political and...
This is our show. We get to talk about... Folks, if you are offended at any point, you are welcome to listen to another podcast of your choosing.
Warning. Garrett's wife, Bobby Joe, is very offensive.
Opinionated.
Offensively opinionated. But I'm also a big pussy, so don't come after me, please. Okay, so maybe we can tell them a little bit about ourselves so they can figure us out.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what am I going to say?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want the people listening to know about you at this point.
Okay, so I am 51. I just turned 51 at the end of February. Garrett is 52. No, you're 51, about to be 52.
Right.
So right now we're the same age. In June, though.
I move forward in time.
Oh my God. I love him so much. So Garrett and I are newlyweds. I guess you could say that because we've only been married
3 years. We'll be married 3
Yeah.
years in September.
Yeah. So our anniversary, the day we got married, is September 21st to 2019. But we purposely picked that day because we wanted the song by Earth, Wind, and Fire, September, to be our wedding date. And it happened to fall on a Saturday this year. So we decided, sure, let's do it. And we did it. And it was greatness. And we have been laughing pretty much ever since.
Well, I mean, not like we weren't before.
Right. Exactly.
We just have rings now.
We have jewelry.
Yeah, but I lost mine. And I'm hoping to find it again.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
in all honesty, though, Garrett lost his also. But we did find his.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, so Garrett and I have been married for 3 years. We met December of 2015 when Garrett was transferred here from his hometown of Abilene. And I lived here in Fort Worth, Texas. And we met, and the rest is history.
So you have a job.
Yes, I have a job.
Okay. She has
I have a job. I have 2 children, and I
mean, they're grown children.
Oh yeah, I have 2 adult children, and what else? I have my 2 puppies, Hank, my boy, and Morris Day. Hank is a little white
Cairn Terrier.
Yeah, he's really sweet. Oh my God, he's the best puppy ever. We adopted him January of 2020, shortly after we lost our other dogs, Lola and Lucy, and we loved them so much.
Yes, we did.
And we missed them every day. But we got Hanky. Oh, that'll be a good story to tell about how my Botox doctor didn't want me to get a dog, or didn't want to give me Botox and told me to get a dog.
I told you to get a dog. Yeah, that's how we got Hank.
That's how we got Hank. And then we got Morris Day a few months after that because my niece's dog had puppies, and he's a cute little monster. And that's it, I guess. Yep. I'm really opinionated, and I often think I know everything. And I'm the youngest of 6 kids.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is fucking hilarious. My favorite person in the whole wide world. And she drives me crazy. But I love her, and I wouldn't be able to live without her.
And like she said, I moved up here in 2015. I was able to go back to school. Got a degree in theater arts. And now I'm working on my voice acting career. And I live with this super crazy, super beautiful woman, and I get to share my whole life with her. And I get to share this podcast with all of you. So,
how many children do you have?
I have 3 adult children.
And a daughter-in-law.
And a daughter-in-law. I have 2 daughter-in-laws.
Oh my God, yes!
I do have
2 daughter-in-laws. I
Mm-hmm.
totally forget. Sorry, Claire. Oh my God, yes, you do.
I do.
Yes. And he's served.
I did. I am retired from the Air Force. I did 20 years in many locations.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
I get that all the time because I, whenever I go anywhere and we talk to people, or, I use my military discount, I know I didn't go to the military, but my husband did. And they ask me, Are you military? And then I just show them the ID. I don't ever say yes, but I am going to take that extra 10% at Goodwill. I am. Anyway, usually people are like, oh, thank you for your service. And I'm like, oh, it's my husband. Oh, please tell your husband we said thank you. And I'm like, okay, thanks. And I'm like, I just don't feel like I deserve that praise. Not the discount, because I do deserve the discount. But the praise, because, it really is a big thing that my husband did. But it was before he even met me. So I feel like the accolades are not mine to take. And then I have the responsibility of passing it on to him. And so, like, I'm just there one day and I'm like, hey, dude, this man said, thank you for your service. And then I even told him once, I was like, do you want me to tell you as they happen? Or, like, just to
you can just kind of save them up and just...
Yeah, let him know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a bunch of people tell you.
But it's so weird.
It's weird for me. Like, it is. Like, I'm just like, thank God, or whatever being you believe in, that I came home. I did 3 tours in the Middle East, different locations, and I came back with all my fingers and toes.
Right.
So to me, I didn't do that career for the thank yous. It was my job.
Right.
It was my commitment to our country.
Right.
So it's weird for me. It's like if Matt came up and said, thank you for being a mom.
Yeah.
What's my job? That's what I'm supposed to do.
No,
you don't have to thank
I
me
want
for that.
some thanks for
Really?
that. Fuck yeah, it's hard. No, I wish the motherfucker would. I wish he would. I do. Because being a mother it's harder than just, I'm sorry. No, okay, I'm not going to, let's cut this out because.
No, go ahead.
No. Because I am so proud and respectful of what it takes to be a military family, what it takes to put your life out there. And you never know, like right now, what's going on in the country. Like, how do we know that our kids who are just trying to get a fucking education might not have to go to war to defend our country?
Right.
Yes, that's what they're signing up for. But just like these little babies in Russia that are fighting this stupid war for this stupid man, and they're never going to go home to their mamas, So I don't know. Where was I going with this?
I hope someplace fun and bright because this.
Well, yeah. Okay. So the whole point is,
took a dark
I am
corner.
still keeping the fucking discount. Don't come at me. Just saying.
I'm happy that you can use the discount, baby. Because what you need to know about Bobby Joe is she loves, 1, shopping, 2, for that shopping to be cheap.
Yes.
I'm going to say that Goodwill and
thrift stores
thrift
in general,
stores
antique stores
are your mega churches.
Yes, and yes. Wanda used to say, like, if we would get something on sale and then it'd be another sale, and she was like, see, it's practically free. I mean, it's practically free. Why wouldn't you take it?
There you go.
Why would you not buy it? It's practically free. Wise woman. Wise words.
Exactly.
Words to live by. But yeah, I love me some Goodwill and I love me some 10% discount. And, discount wherever,
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. But I feel like a fake by
fake
taking
patriot or something? Like,
no, maybe not
like
a
you're
fake
doing some
patriot.
stolen valor or something?
Yeah.
Is that what you feel?
Yeah. But I'm like, you're not taking it. I know you're not. So, I mean, I'm using yours. Technically, I'm not stealing.
I'm a giving guy, so,
I mean, that's why I got you, remember?
Right, for the benefits.
Yes.
She got me for the benefits.
TRICARE. USAA.
You ain't no Gronk. You're a full-fledged member.
Yep. I'm kidding. I loved him at first sight. I let him hold my hand.
She did.
Oh,
And I think it's worked out quite well for everyone involved.
I hope so. I hope so.
I think it is.
But, okay, so you have to understand, Garrett is so fucking funny. And he has made me laugh pretty much every day since we got married. Since we met. Yeah.
Better be glad, because after a while, all that's left is the yucks, baby.
It's okay. You know why I married you.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm. His juicy booty. Mm-hmm. Just saying. Anyway.
Call the Oompa Loompas. Roll me down to the squeezing room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But, get it? But. No, so, how are we ending this James Bond
Discussion?
ramble? Yeah, we didn't even talk about James Bond for like the last 30 minutes.
No, they were getting to know us. I promise you, I'm not going to promise you we won't do this every episode. This is how our conversations bunny trail. So hang on for the ride, folks.
Y'all don't hate me. That's the one thing, please. I absolutely adore this man. I love him. Like, y'all don't even understand how much I love this man. I love him that he accepts me for who I am and he doesn't criticize me. He doesn't put me down. He doesn't make me feel bad about myself. He doesn't make me feel sad. Ever do I feel sad around him. And so I love that I can be myself and he doesn't hurt me. And so I know, baby, I love you. But I just don't want people to think that I am disrespectful to you or not respectful of you or not, worthy of you, because sometimes I'm just really offensive and I don't mean it. I really don't mean it, but I love you.
I know. We're all good.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want in here. It's a safe space.
Yeah, but I don't want people to say mean things to me because I'm a pussy. I'll be sad.
And what did I tell you? Don't read the comments.
I know, but I want everyone to like me.
Yeah, everybody wants that, but that's not reality.
But you know me. That's why I'm crazy.
But I don't give a damn.
I'm on the Prozac. No, wait. No. I'm on the Zoloft to keep from hitting y'all.
Yeah, that song was great.
Yes. Mike Tyson. How are we going to end this?
I'm going to say that thank you for tuning in.
Wait, did we finish this category, though?
Yes, I think we're good.
Did we finish answering questions and answers?
I think so. I think we wrapped all that up.
Did we?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay, so now it's time to say goodbye to everyone listening.
And thanks for listening. We'll see you on the next episode. This has been a Hall of Voices production.
Wait, pause it.